What is up, guys? It's George here with another video. So on today's video, I'm going to give more tips to brand new DSP drivers because for my company, they just hired, well, half of the company's drivers now are brand new, like to at least a month new, and a lot of drivers quit, and the company that I work for, they're getting ready for peak season, or I guess the busy season, because it's fall is coming, and November, December, that's gonna be the crazy season. So I'm gonna get more tips from what I've learned in the past. I've been working now for about 5 months. Is for the new DSP drivers that are coming in, whatever you learn from those 3-day training is nothing, guys, because once you get in, actually, once you actually start delivering, it's totally different from what you learn from training, because they only show probably like 20% from the training to the actual job, and 80% you'll have to learn it as you go and as you progress in doing Amazon delivery. So the number one thing is ask a lot of questions. Definitely ask your fellow drivers question, on your first day. I remember my first day, I didn't know which lane to go to, because there's 3 lanes going into the hub. I didn't know which lane to go into. There was A, B, and C, and during the training, the 3-day training, they didn't tell us which lane to go to. Maybe some other training might tell you, but the training that I had, they didn't tell me which lane to go to. So ask questions to management, to dispatch, especially dispatchers, because dispatchers are, they also were like drivers. I mean, they still do driving. I think they do like half and half. They stay in the office and they do some driving also during their shift. So ask them question. Also, once you're in the road and something comes up where you don't know what's going on, like I had a scenario where there was a missing package. It was my first day and I couldn't find it. So what do? Just call dispatcher and they're like, hey, I'm missing a package. What do I do? And they'll tell you exactly what to do at that moment. Also, on your first day, you might run into a scenario where you can't get into a building, you can't get into a gated area. Most of the time when you're trying to get into a gated area, there's a key code on your phone, but most of the time, sometimes those codes doesn't work anymore. So usually just call dispatcher and they'll tell you exactly what to do. Most of the time they'll tell you to just wait for a car to go in, but definitely ask a lot of questions. That is my number one tip on your first few weeks, and as you learn to go through all the ropes and stuff, and then eventually you'll have your own system, and then figure out other system and what other drivers do. They like if you get into some type of scenario where you don't know what's going on. So ask a lot of questions. Number 2, this is big, guys. This is big, and I get this a lot. Well, I see it a lot, and once I see it, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Number 2, guys, I'm gonna give you guys 2 tips. Number 2 is don't run your route. The big reason why I say that, because once your DSP management or dispatcher knows that you run the route, they will start giving you routes that have more stops and more packages, because they know that you can finish your route in time, or within 8 hours, and they'll use you for the rest of your career, because they know that they don't need to send you help all the time. They can just like, hey, we'll give this guy this route, or there'll be like 5 or 6 routes in your DSP company that they have a lot of stops, so they'll keep giving it to the same people. I've noticed that with my DSP company. I always ask around, like, how many stops do you get? And I'm always at, for the 5 months, I've been averaging 130 to 145 stops. those been my average. And I asked a lot of the other drivers that's been there. Actually, most of them are not even there no more. Like, how many stops do you get? Like, they'll say like 170, 180, 190. I'm like, what? And I'll ask them also, like, why? I mean, do you take your breaks and all that stuff? And they'll be like, no, I just go, just go. I don't have time to take my breaks. I was like, oh, okay, that's why. So again, once management knows that you're a runner, they will use you. They will use you. And this is actually the same scenario as if you were working for the post office. There's a name for it. They call him runner. He's a runner. They call you a runner if you're a person that runs the route. So I think it's the same thing for all the other companies. I don't know. There's probably a word for it, but for the post office, yeah, they call them runners. And for DSP company, well, I've been calling them runners also, but there might be a different name for a person that runs the route all the time. I don't know. Somebody comment below. Is there a different name for it, for a person that runs the route all the time? But anyways, guys, that is my 2 big tips for new Amazon delivery drivers. So anyways, guys, I will see you guys next time. Peace out.